Hello, everybody. My name is Mahael Abdul-Qawi. I'm the founder and representative of the Accountability Party for Human Rights, a political vanguard organization comprised of individuals who have chosen the path of self-awareness, self-understanding, and self-growth to become something more for themselves, for their loved ones and families, and then at large for their communities across this country. In today's video, I want to talk about something that I've been reading about lately and been trying to avoid as much as I can, but it's this world they call it Metaverse. It is made by the founder of Facebook and his team. And from what I am aware of this Metaverse is that this will be a complete simulation where you create a profile, you get a VR headset, you plug yourself in, and then you go into this world where the restrictions and boundaries that come with reality are no longer there. And in theory, this can be very helpful for those who are, an example, who are physically handicapped. I can see those people experiencing life now where they're able to walk, or maybe they have an arm, and they're, especially for those who have served time in the military. This could be a chance for them to relive a life when they were still healthy and whole. Or for those who are just, going through something, again, any type of physical restriction, or if there's something on that prohibits them, maybe if they are diagnosed with a severe mental health issue, going to this world could be a chance to help you be happy. I don't know, find peace or anything. I don't want to deny the potential that this thing could have for those who engage in that. I don't want to assume that technology is going to inherently be bad, but I do know that right now people are not healthy, and when people aren't healthy, tools can be used for unhealthy reasons. It's the same thing when people say that money is evil. Money isn't evil. Money is a tool. Money is an inanimate object. It has no intention. There's no soul. There's no brain for it to target you and to say, I'm going to ruin this person's life, or I'm going to corrupt them. Same thing with social media. Even social media is a hub. It's a platform. It's not a thing, where it's conspiring against us. It's a tool. And the only reason why we have problems with social media, with money and alcohol, like all these vices, is because we are in a society right now that is broken. And when people are broken, they use tools more than what they should use them for. Or maybe they use tools in a way that they put too much of their intention into these things, which then these things reflect them. So if you have a society that is broken, you have a whole society who is putting broken intentions into money, which then means that the money is now an extension of brokenness, only spreading it further. And so with this Metaverse, I see it being something that can be beneficial. It can be an advancement in helping for a lot of treatment, maybe. But at the same time, I'm also very aware that people can take these things and they can make them, these things reflect their own ideals and their own belief systems and their own, again, like I said, brokenness. And with the Metaverse, I don't really see it producing long-term results that we can say justifies it being created right now. I think it is a slippery slope to have a society of people who are afraid, people who already are running away from reality by going to these social media sites, and now you're giving them an actual world. Before it was just photos and words and things of that nature, but now we're actually creating a metaphysical universe for people to plug into. And I don't want to say it's like Ready Player One or anything like that, even though it is similar. It's very similar to the Matrix as well. But difference is, those things were pretty. Those things, had the Hollywood magic to make them look beautiful. So even if you were like, oh yeah, those fake words are bad, you still watch those movies and you're like, well, it's pretty cool because of the glam and the glitz that was added to these things. But in real life, I don't see Mark Zuckerberg really spicing this Metaverse up to make it look pretty or to make it feel like you can, become anything. I think it's just going to be a real basic escape that we make into a bigger deal. That we expand it into something else, because again, we right now are looking to escape. We are so numb to real life experiences, interactions, and things of that nature, where something like this is it's the perfect time. And even seeing it like that, when you factor in right now the state of mind and the state of being that people are in right now in this country or throughout the world, and you look at the timing of Mark Zuckerberg introducing this to the world, it's too perfect of a coincidence for me to just say that it's solely to help people out, it's solely to bring advancements to society. I don't think that. I think right now we have a time where it's all about dopamine manipulation and to fear mongering. You have them pushing fear, making people afraid to go outside, and then here comes this guy, with this fake world to be like, oh yeah, you don't ever have to go outside. But what happens when people have to eat? Are we just going to be so numb to the point where we don't want to leave where we're getting packaged foods into our house because we have to stay in the metaverse? It's going to be a thing where are we going to be fed our daily nutrition just so that way we can continue to be fuel for the metaverse? Kind of how, like, in a way, in the Matrix, humans were being harvested for their life energy for the robots, and it's not even a conspiracy or not even anything like that to kind of ponder. It's just more so you have to think this way because you don't know where these people are going. You don't know their end goal. As the average human being, as a working class individual, I can only see from my perspective and read these articles and can only assume based off of what has been happening before with people in this power and with these ideas of human innovation. It's always those who are at the top, with all these resources and all this manipulation and all this influence, who are always talking about the greater good and the future of human beings. And I think when you're up there, there's such a disconnect from what the people actually need to what they think that we need, where we have these inventions being made and these innovations, and like, who's really innovating? Is it feeding your ego to say, oh yeah, I made this, and to say, no, that I did this? Or is it really helping the people? Because if it was really helping the people, you probably wouldn't make that. You probably would have made something that actually does something. And yeah, I don't know. Inshallah, I hope that the metaverse does not last very long. I hope that people, when they look at this, I hope there are more people who are against it than people who are for it. And not for the reasons of to be like, oh yeah, I'm against trans, but be against it for the reason that that this can be a slippery slope and that you see where this can go because you are aware of what's going on with the people. Inshallah, we will have more individuals who are aware of that, who can speak up and see this and really tell their friends and families to not feed into this, and tell them that that's okay to be human, that it's okay to be alive, and that it's okay to be in the real world, even if things aren't perfect, even if you're not perfect. It's okay to be human. It's okay to be based in reality.